What a beautiful forest.
Oh, the old truck. Look at, I gotta get at that. I gotta try something. I saw this. I'll just do it. We're going out, friends. It's time. I'm making the time for it because it's a good day for it, and it's special to us as a channel, to people of the tree, right? You guys, I know you guys hear me say this all the time. Thank you, and I do this right here. I go, I can't believe this. It's because I can't. Friends, we have 17,000 subscribers. Like and it's growing, like it's growing fast. I'm so grateful in my heart. I never, ever, ever thought this would happen. And I'll stop saying it sooner or later, but I guess I'm assuming the role still. You know, like it's almost like, oh friends, I put some, I'm 49, but I've put some hard years in. Do you know what I mean? Hard years. And my work years are long gone. I mean, are not long gone. I got lots of work left in me. Lots. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that I'm saying that I can't believe that at 49 years old, me, fucking Billy Ray, the no school boy, laborer dude, might have an opportunity to help his family. You know what I mean? Like with the channel, helped feeding my family, you know? Because if it grows, friends, if it continues to grow, I mean, there is a thing called AdSense from Google that pays for your content. I've received small checks here and there, but wow, if we grow, man, I just can't believe it, that's all. So, I know I sound like a broken record, but I have to pinch myself sometimes. Besides all that, I miss you guys. I've been cutting like steady and I miss you guys. I do. I know that sounds funny, but I do. We gotta do a live feed. We gotta do a live feed. So I'm going out to check out this old growth tree today that lots of people want to see. And I'm doing it for you guys and for me, because I love being around them. I do. I love being around them. And I get to visit my good friend Brian. But, yeah, I'm just, friends, you know, life is not easy all the time. Let's be honest, it's not, is it? No, it's not. And we're all human beings and we've all got our struggles. I think, well, I know that we find out who we are. We find out what we're made of and what kind of gumption we got in our spirits when something happens to us bad. You know, or when times get rough, in the face of adversity. You know, that's when we find out who we are. It's easy to be grateful when everything's peachy keen and the bills are paid and the mortgage is paid and you got a good job, and that's all fine. But friends, I made the decision to become a sole proprietor many years ago. And it's you're humping her, you know. In the beginning, you're humping her. Forget it. I didn't even know what day it was back in the day when I was building my business. I didn't even know what day it was. Honey, it's Sunday. We're going for dinner. Is it what? Oh, Sunday. Okay. Okay, honey. I'll get cleaned up. Just didn't know. But I feel like we're through that now. I feel like we're through that, and I get to just pick and choose my work, which I love. But it didn't come without work. Lots of work. And I can't even believe I'm saying that. I'm at that stage where, you know what I mean? Oh, it feels so nice, friends. It does. It feels nice to have put in some time. Put in some time, young fellas. It's great. I look at guys like, let's say here that I could, like Damien with like August has put time in too. I think he's got well over 20 years himself. Damien, Adam's just starting out. The Human, I'm talking tree workers. There's a gazillion that is out there. But, and don't think this isn't the truth. There's only really gonna be kind of an elite group that, elite might be the wrong word, a special tree man. Not every tree man is created equally. There's tree men that just go out and do the job. There's tree men that want to be tree men because they like what goes with it. They like the stigma of it. They like, you know, whatever that goes with it, right? There's lumbersexuals. Okay, I don't know what they are. I don't know what you call, I don't know. But anyways, you know what I mean? And then there's your tree man. Your true tree man who loves trees, understands biology of trees, understands what a tree does when you snip it there or prune it there or don't touch it at all. Okay, friends, we're pulling in my buddy's place here. This is Brian's place here now, my old buddy. Okay. And it is just glorious. It is. Here's an old growth on the right. It's got horrible root rot. It's still standing, but one day it may suffer. It's got the big conch. See them hanging off the side of the tree on the right there at about 10 feet, 12 feet. See them there? That's an old growth tree right there. And I call them residuals, and they're out here. They're out here. Very interesting out here. This is his piece of property, and it's just glorious as you come up in here. Remember that day I was chopping the arbutus over there? I've been here lots. You guys been here with me lots, but it is glorious. It is a beautiful, beautiful place. And we're gonna walk into the park from his backyard. So it's pretty cool. So let's do it. Okay, friends, I gotta show you this jacket of Brian's. He thinks I'm funny, but he knows I love this stuff. Look at this. It's my style of stuff. Like but look at it. It's called Irish Setter, and it's lined, and it's like, what did you call it, Brian? High class plaid. Yeah. High class plaid. It's a beautiful jacket.
Real cedar dinner jacket.
Real cedar dinner jacket. Yeah. So there's Brian's wood shed. We got to get him some more wood. Hey. So we're walking into the park. Okay, friends, we've just kind of entered the park out of Brian's. Brian's house is right there, and I want to give you a feel of what's, I want you to feel what's going on here, okay? You'll notice all these big dark structures that are low to the ground, okay? And those are the old growth stumps. We are in a robust forest right now, a robust fir forest. There's balsam. Most of the balsam are croaking out. There's still quite a few live ones, though, don't get me wrong. There's lots of live balsam left. But we got the arbutus, and it's a really nice forest because it's all second growth. It's a 100-year forest, maybe even a little older. But it's got all these old growth stumps in it. You can see them there. They're big humps. And this was just, at one point, this was amazing. Here's one here.
You can probably see where
The springboards.
the springboards put in them.
Yeah, so, and they use those springboards, friends. You guys know why they use the springboards, eh? They used them to get out of the pitch and the stringy and get into the straightness of the wood and mainly get out of the pitchy, pockety, just really skanky wood and get out of the flare, to be honest with you too, right? So, but here it is. I mean, you can tell there's been a lot of foot traffic through here, but this is just an absolute. This is a money piece of wood right here. This is a second growth tree at about 100 and maybe 30, 140 foot high. It is a nice patch of timber in here. Really nice. There's an arbutus limb that broke right off from the snow the other day, right there laying in the ground. So you can see it. There's air coming through, so the shallal does very nicely under the ground here. It's very mossy, but it's very predominantly fir. It's a fir forest. And the timber's gorgeous. Like it is. It's beautiful, friends. It's just a really nice forest. The timber's straight in here. Really straight. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too much time doing this. I just wanted to give you a feel of what's going on. Look at this. Every tree is the same. Look at, friend. They're pumpkins. You wait till I take you down to Hemer Park. Hemer Park's twice the size of timber down here. Look at this. It's nice in here. Not many cedars in here, friends, but the ones that are here are real nice. Here's one here, and it's good, eh? It's nice. It's real nice. Yeah, it's not all rotten and everything. So, but remember, it's rocking here. It's rocky. Straight up rocky. Rocky Balboa. Look at that snag, Bri. It's done. Hi, friends. I wanted to stop off. We're on a little knob here, okay? We just come up out of Brian's. We're maybe 10 minutes out of Brian's place now, and I'm just coming up on this hump of timber now. Now I've been into patches of timber where it's been like this, and I got to be honest, as much as I love trees and love forests, when you get into this stuff when you're working, I've been in many spots just like this. Here, Brian, just hold that camera. I'm just going to walk in just like that. That's be perfect. Just hold it straight like that. Straight like that. So it's just the timber's massive. It's second growth. It's just absolutely, it's beautiful wood to work in. You look in this little grove here. It's another great one. This is all 150, 160 foot. This is a big patch right in here. The timber changes a little bit. Thanks, Brian. You can really see it, friends, in the bark. It changes. This is just absolutely beautiful timber. Oh, this is nice. There's a snag there. Darn, this is nice, friends. I'm going to spend more time in the forest this year. I am. I hope you guys are okay with that. I mean, seriously, I want to. I want to take you guys to places that are just BC, you know. Like, this is beautiful park. Beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's gorgeous. Yellow Point. But there's bigger. Hey, over to, here comes a little flat area here now. Yeah, so here we are here, friends. It opens up a bit here, but I want to give you a shot. This is actually beautiful. And the nice thing about this tree, friends, is it's got a ton of foliage in here. It's not going anywhere soon. It's going to be here for probably thousands of years still. I don't see why not. They don't know the lifespan of a Douglas fir tree. They don't know it. I don't think they know it of the sequoia either, do they? No, I don't think they do. So, well, we're coming up on this, and it's big. It's big. I don't think it rivals that last one we were at down by the native reserve there. I don't think it rivals it. But here it is here, friends. And it's amazing, really. The limbs are, these trees are just, I can't explain it. There's no explaining it. If you guys, Dougie and Landfill and Joe, you know, Nailbender, if you guys come up and help me build this shed, I'm going to take you guys to Cathedral Grove. And it's, oh yeah, see, here's Brian here. It's amazing. Yeah, so actually this is similar to that one on Native Reserve. I mean, there's my buddy Brian. Look at the size of this thing, friends. Oh, like you just, it changes the entire, yeah, stand up against there again, Brian. See, they've got it numbered, number 5. So there must be other trees in the park numbered? Yeah. There is. Yeah, so here it is, friends. I mean, it's large. I remember there's a picture of me hugging this tree about, oh gosh, I don't know how many years ago. That's beautiful. That is spack. Hey?
probably hasn't changed much.
No, no, it hasn't. A little bit of bark falling off it here and there, but that's from people trying to play around with it, because you can see where that piece came from right there. Somebody was trying to play around with it. But it just, there's a few words that describe these trees. And this thing just sitting here on the hump all by itself, a residual. Just when they logged it, they left it. And the loggers back in them days, they were so smart. They were so smart. The reason why they didn't take it, for starters, it's got a sweep in the butt. The timber in these days, back in these days, was pole pipe straight. Pipes. This one's got some defect. Oh, is that a beaver? Oh no, it's a human being. So this does have quite a sweep in it, and quite limmy. So I could understand back in the day why they would leave this tree. It is defective. It's got a sloop which puts your heart of the tree over to the side. It does, and it puts stresses in the wood, and it grows, and it doesn't cut nice. It'll cut and kind of spring off the mill a bit. You guys know what I'm talking about, you millers. But the bark on this tree is going to be 10, 12 inches thick. I mean, these things were resistant from fire. You decide a fire and this whole forest fire would burn down, and this thing would be standing here. Truly. So, yeah, it's amazing. Just amazing. So this is that one I wanted to come and show you. This one will be 8 feet.
Good, how are you? Are you planning on crossing there?
No.
Yeah, this would be an 8-footer, maybe even yeah, it is. Yeah. See, that's why they left it, friends. It's pretty loopy, and then by the time it's straightened out, it's into the bones hard, eh? Into the limbs really hard. So, you know, back in the day, they didn't bother with cedar. Cedar was in the way. It's gold now, but cedar they left. It was in the way. They just knocked it to get it out of the way and left it there. So people are going back now. You may have heard of these stories where people go back. I think they've helicopter log it, and in infrared they look down cameras into the forest and they find these big cedars that are totally engulfed by the forest, which would be a nurse log now. They go in and they're grabbing them, and they're big dollar wood. Big dollar wood. It's pretty cool, really. Isn't that neat, eh, when you think about that? So that kind of stuff's neat. But this thing here, it is a dandy. It really is a dandy, and it is not going anywhere soon, friends. Look at the habitat in it.
We have one in our driveway.
Yeah, it's beauty, and it's sound. I get a good solid feeling out of this tree. It's not rotten. It'll have some rot in it. They do, the cores, eh? Because the cores are dead, of course, right, from day one. You know, so gorgeous, friends. I wanted to show you this. What a majestic creature. You know, it always amazes me, friends, that these things we call trees, you know, even this, look at this balsam. It's 2.5 feet on the stump, more actually, but 2.5 feet for sure. It shoots up 150 feet high in the sky, and it grows out of the ground. You know, trees are freaking amazing. I just, like, the second growth fir in here is beautiful. It is. It's really nice second growth. Tight grain, which is important. You know, for quality wood, tight grain is and it is. Look at the second growth. I mean, it's gorgeous. That's a 3-foot tree right there. So, I mean, you know, that's 8 foot. 7 for sure. 7 for sure. It's not quite as big as that one down on the Indian Reserve. It's just not. But look at it, friends. Look at it. Yeah, been a while since I've been to this one. We call this one the Yellow Point fir. Yeah. Okay, over and out. Okay, friends, I want to talk about this right now. I want to share this little thing with you. Do you guys know when you go out and you buy a file, and it's because I don't swear on this channel, and I don't want anybody thinking I'm swearing, but there's a bastard file. It's called a bastard file, and it's just not a swear word. But these trees that I just come up on now, they suffer from root rot, and what they are is I call them bastard growth. because they are older. They are definitely older, but they suffer from this root rot like you wouldn't believe. You can see it in the in the trees. Okay, there's a grove of them here. You see those dark marks on the trunk? You won't see them real good, but it's root rot, friends. It's got it's a mushroom, and mushroom grows on rot. So if you see a brown mushroom on a tree, I don't care what kind of tree it is, it's got issues. It's got issues. Now this here is an old growth tree, but it's not like them ones down, them great big ones. This is in between. These are like, they're bastard growth. That's why I call them bastard growth. And there's a grove of them, but this one here is really old. It survived the fire. Look at it, it's been caught by fire. All these have actually. So they're way older than just this second growth. Like this tree here, friends, this little grove, sorry, I'm all over the place, but these three, okay, are, especially this one. This is a beautiful tree, but it is completely riddled in root rot. I'll bet you it's a shell. I know it's a shell. And this is a real sign of that. When this bark gets looking like, oh, look at that, a power saw cut right there. Somebody cut that with a power saw right there. Interesting. See, so this fell off recently. This tree's suffering big time, but you know what? That's why I love these things. They can take a complete kicking and still keep on ticking. So this is old growth as well. This is old growth tree as well. Maybe 300, you know, I reckon. And here's another one, okay? But you can see the difference, eh? Like here's second growth, but this is not. Look at this. This is perfect, friends. This'll make sense. Look at this. See the difference here in the bark, okay? There's a beautiful 100-year-old second growth tree right there. 100 years old, second growth, okay? Here's one beside it, probably twice the age, similar girth. Look at, it's got the root rot like crazy, and it's a bastard growth. And the top blew out of it and landed down in there. There it is, right there. And it goes off in there as a nurse tree. See it? There's a big hump. So all those stumps are in here. So this was a real infected area, a real root rotty area. You can actually feel it in here. But they still stand. And a tree, we call them green snags because they're still green. They look healthy. But those, like there's another one there. That's a beauty. That one there's a dandy. That'll be 300-400 years old, that. Guaranteed it will be. Guaranteed. That's why that one down in the Indian Reserve and that one down there has got to be 8. There's a bit of a theme to it when you know the area and you follow the history and you've read and you've talked to old loggers and different people that know the, almost like cycles, you know. Here's another couple of these nurse logs. They get knocked over or fell over and they just get engulfed in the forest. Pretty cool. So anyway, that's the bastard growth, okay? Beautiful stand of second growth in here. And you see these from time to time. Make sense? All right. Thanks, friends. Thanks for coming along on the journey with us. This is important stuff to me. Oh, here's a couple more. These are beauties. Second growth, old second growth. Okay. The bark's a good indicator, friends, of what's going on. We're getting into a little darker area now. A little denser, more shallal, more shade. See? Yeah, more cedars, more shade. You see it's beautiful through here, friends. Gets a little darker and shadier, so this tells you something. It tells you that in here, because of the root rot, we've lost a bunch of trees, which opens the canopy up, which brings more light in. Whereas in here, it's way darker. More cedars, you see? It's pretty neat, friends. It's pretty neat. I don't, you know, a lot of people don't care about it, but I really do. I think this is neat. I think we'd be coming up on Brian's place again. Yeah. Now look at this second growth timber in here. Look at this beautiful stand of timber in here. Oh, this is postcard, friends. Postcard. Beautiful pipes. Look at it sway in the wind. Look at it, friends. Let's just watch this for a second. Look at the timber. It just stands there. Proud, swinging in the wind. I've been up there when the wind's blowing. Lots of climbers have. And it's an amazing feeling. It is. You just feel so small. And it's better than the county fair. Let me tell you that right now. This is gorgeous in here. Here's another bastard growth. Now look at this, friends. Here we go. This is perfect. This is a perfect area for what I was talking about. There's a few bastard growths in here. This one definitely is. You can even see it in the foliage. Look at it, friends. This tree's completely different. This is old as well. Oh, froggies in here. This is an older one here. Look at it, it's all skanked up. Beautiful piece of timber. And then there's a few more. This is a neat area in here, Brian. Yeah, there's another one there, friends. So this is a beautiful grove in here. Just gorgeous. No underbrush, you see. Look at this one. So oh, that is a dandy. And then nice cedars. Look at these nice little grove of cedars in here. This is just beautiful in here, friends. Darn tootin'. I hope you guys enjoy these. I really do, because I won't do them if you don't. You know, I mean, I'll do them on my own, but I don't want to. You know, I know some of you like them. It's just, friends, this is intense for me. I love that. I mean, this is a beautiful forest in here. Like, I'm just about ready to see Sasquatch jump out, you know? Look at it. Coming up the hump. Here's a big pipe second growth. Almost a 4-foot second growth right there. It's a 3-foot tree right there, a little over 3 foot. Friends, that's big. That is big second growth. Man, that's nice. Arbutus wrapped up in there. See? Madrone.
No, I'm not doing it. You figured out.
This one here. We used to push these over as a kid. The alders, in the alder forests. Oh, okay, we're coming up on Brian's here now. Friends, look at this. I want to show you this. This is neat. This is the only reason that arbutus tree's hanging up. I know it's hard for you to see, but look at that arbutus. The one growing on the angle. It's sitting into these two firs. Look at the one fir to the right. It's hooked right into it there. See it up there? That's neat. Yeah, she's hooked in there good. I'll stand a balsam in here. This is all balsam. And you know what's interesting about that is? Moisture and shade. Moisture and shade. They need it. This is all balsam right here. This whole grove. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All balsam. Balsam grow fast, friends, okay? They grow fast. And in my thinking, look at this madrone, arbutus. I started calling them madrone a little while ago just because people understand it more, I think, on the internet and YouTube. Arbutus, I've had people say, what's arbutus? No, rhododendron is what it is. I mean, it comes out of the madrone, right? Anyway, beautiful journey, friends. This was great. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while for you guys and for me. Yeah, this is nice. And this is right in my buddy Brian's backyard. Brian was the guy, friends, that was at my bedside every day after I got smashed up, asking me if I needed a hand with stuff. You know, this guy here, he's a true friend. He's a true friend. He's helped my family out. You know, once we were in a pinch, and he helped us. Yeah, it's just amazing, man, him and his wife. So I keep him in his firewood as best I can and keep him doing. He has to poke me in the ribs once in a while to get me out here. Hey, Bri? Yeah. But he's got this beautiful piece of property here. And there's that tree we saved. I'm so glad we saved that big fir, Brian. At the right of the shed there. Look at that thing, Bri.
Nice tree.
It is a nice tree.
There's another one gonna come down this year, huh?
I seen that.
Yeah.
What, the fir or the
No,
the balsam? Yeah.
Dad must have get that out of there before. Because it doesn't take them long to rot and fall over.
No, it doesn't. You're right. Now here's an interesting thing, friends. We're getting low on battery, but that's okay. So you notice what we did. We here's Brian's home. We took off. Did we go that way, Brian? Yeah, we did. We went that way. We went all the way around down to that old growth, and we came back through here. And we were gone 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Maybe about 40 minutes, I would think. Okay? So this is Yellow Point to a T. Now here's one of these bastard growths I talk about, and it's one of the old growth trees that didn't make its way through. Do you know what I mean by that? It just didn't make its way through. It was thwarted out in the beginning when all these old ones were big and growing huge. This one didn't poke through, it didn't make it. But here it is, it's an older tree. It looks like it's had a horrible wound or got hit by lightning or some darn thing, but it is older. It's older than these. There's a few of them in. There's another one. See the growth? See how fat the limbs are? Do you guys see the difference that I'm talking about? Bastard growth. That's why I call them that. This is all nice second growth in here, very straight timber. But then when you get to these, they've got thicker bark, they're gnarly, they're broken at the top, they're beat up, kind of like me, you know. Ba-diddling bong bing bang bang bong biddly flang bling flick black crickety crackety. Over. Well, you know, how can that be a bad thing, friends? Getting out, getting outside, and getting into the forest. That's what it's all about for me. I don't have to be cutting it down. I don't have to be doing that. I just need to be in it. That's all. Just in it. Get me in it. So here's this other one. I've showed this one to you guys. I just don't know if actually I got another job that I did out here. Yeah, here it is here. This is the one just leaving the driveway. See, it's a good sized tree. It's a good sized tree. 5, 6 foot, maybe 5. You know, 6 maybe, probably. But a dandy. But sick, rotten in root rot. And it's just, they grow though, they keep growing, they'll grow 1,000 years like that. That's crazy. Because of course our cambiums on our trees is just on the outside, and that's where all the starches and the waters and you know, all that stuff does on the outside of the tree, right? I can't see nothing here. I'm thinking about getting another truck, friends. An automatic. I got the 1-ton. But that's a work truck. That's for me and the boy to get in and go slam brushing, and yeah, yeah. I'd like to find another truck like that, because the cab of that thing, well, the wheel wells are pretty rotten, right? I'll see you guys back in the ranch. We gotta go live.